Who gave them the title? Who signed the deed? I've got a gorgeous pit bull and he's a real pity. He is the most beautiful of all the pit bulls you see. There is no other animal that's as gorgeous for me. Who gave me the pit bull? Alright, so now we're almost at the end of this saga of the fucking chaos. So this thing has to go underneath, and a pipe's gonna come up. So we gotta drill the hole going out. And, yeah, see? Yeah, I think I have the right. That's good enough. A little bit wide for that, but hey, that'll work. We are gonna need. You know what? I think what I should do is use the all around. Or I should drill the hole first because the pipe's gonna be in the way. So we know. This is where the fun starts. We know that it's going to be fun doing all this. And somehow, I know we're like 9 1/4 because I was already like measuring it. And that's to one side of the pipe and 16 inches down. Is where I got to be nice if I had something to hold this square right where it is. I got an idea. Just came into my head. I'm going to use a screw. Going to use a screw. I think I can use a screw to hold this down. Got a couple screws because this job's been screwed since the start. I put in the strip, I marked my sheeting. Right now to close this hole, I basically got to put this guy in and I can throw this box in. Throw some insulation in. We won't poly this one or this one because in case water ever breaks through the floor, it's not going to just sit there. It'll go a couple places. Basically into the floor. So right now, because we're 9 1/4, let me get this drill happening since I switched the battery out of it. Never thought I'd have to screw. Use a screw to hold the square in place, but that's what we're going to do. 9 1/4, and I'm pretty sure that lines up exactly. Yeah, that's 9 1/4 right there. So if I drive a screw right there. Let's see if this works. Never done this before. It's the first time having to do something like this. Some people are like, what the hell is he doing? Well, I need a square to make a mark underneath, so. So many things have been reinvented on this job, I can tell you. Look at that. That worked out perfect. So now, I know that to the bottom of the beam, so which would be the top of that pipe, is 16 inches. So from top of here to the bottom of that beam, which is top of here to the bottom of that beam, is 16 inches. So that'll give me a position to mark a line on this side and one across the top, so that I could center the circle of the 3-inch cutout here. This guy, boom boom. That guy could drill the hole for this vent to go on the outside, then connect the pipe to that, and then use the roundel to kind of secure it all in place. And now we gotta kind of dive into this craziness. This is why it's taking so long. Oh! It's taking so long to get here. So I just put that against there. It'd be nice if it would have hit the... Oh. And it's gotta go lower too, by the way. It's gotta go to there. There. On this side. And then we gotta go. Alright. Mind you, I can't see shit. I definitely can't see the pencil marks I just made. So, wish I had another square. I gotta go grab my flash. I guess I could throw my drill, but I can't hold the drill at the same time. The light shuts off. Let me go grab my flashlight. I'll grab my flashlight so I can make this cut. I grab my flashlight. Right back. All right, let's shine some light onto the subject. Now you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So the pipe is going to be on the right side of that square, down low, and it's going to come up over here somewhere. So once this can go in, then we got to finish the plumbing to connect all the water lines, and And at that point, we're ready to close the floor. After such a painstaking, long amount of time it's taken to get to this point. I can kind of see my pencil marks, maybe. Should probably move this so I can hang into the hole a little bit better. We got that mark. Okay, that's good. So now, I'm just gonna make another mark. Whoa. Oh my god, this is so hard. Okay, I can work with that. Let me, okay. Let me show you guys what I've just done. Oh my god! So I started to kind of get into a routine where I'm doing a little bit of workout, and I'm not gonna lie that the other day, I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, that I did 17 whole push-ups. My back, my chest, my stomach, everything is so sore right now. And I did them like 17. I did 10 in the beginning, and I tried to push out another 10, but I could only get to 17. And I was like, all right, let's not kill ourselves before we get to the goal we want. And the whole point is to do baby steps and work your way into a better physique and not creating unrealistic goals. So the day before that, I did like 15 minutes of bike. Then I did 17 push-ups, and today's a rest day. Woo! You gotta love it. You gotta love it. All right, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna plan to achieve this. Wish I could put the camera in there, but I can't. So here we are. Oh, we got some. What do we got? Erwin Gunther. Sounds like he's a German man. All right, so obviously we're gonna have to shine some light on this. I'm not gonna need. I guess I can move the square after. So look at this. Right there. You can't see it. I gotta lay in the hole to show you. See this line coming up? Then there's another line going across. See line coming down and a line going across? That's where I'm going to center the hole. Oh. So, now I'm going to put you guys back up there because I can't hold this at the same time as I do work. All right. And this should literally give me perfect way to set all this up. That whole screw idea worked. It held the square in place enough so that let's see if we can do this now. Now that square is out of the way. Ah! came undone. That's what happened. Okay, this thing just kind of sits on. It doesn't thread in. There. There's teeth that lock it, but it can come undone. Okay, yeah. Life is meant to be interesting. And so it is. I might actually be able to do this from outside now that I know where the hole is. Let's do that. That's oh, Jesus. Let me get my robotic arm to get that. I can't reach to the floor. Where did I put it? Oh, you know what? I do have this, though. Is it strong enough? Oh! Oh, yeah. All right. So this thing has no threads, and the only thing that locks it in place are these two teeth. So they come undone. And you just press it on. Then these two teeth go through those holes right there. That's the only thing that keeps it from not spinning. So let's go outside. There's no need for us to be screwing around here. And to be honest, I guess I could. Wondering what's the best way to attach this. I guess I'll just put this one outside. I'll just screw that in place. If I bring the drills, both drills, and a sweater, because it's not exactly warm outside. I don't like these guys. I thought my sweater was in here already. Give me a second. Let me get all organized. I'm just gonna go grab a sweater, and then I'll bring you guys outside. Give me a second here. 1 second. 1 second. Alright, so I've got my stuff ready. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw this piece together first. First I'm going to not open it like that. That's not the plan. I'm trying to... because I really crimped it to get it to work. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to screw it to the plastic first. And then I can just kind of attach the pipe to it. I got all the screws and bits here. Like these guys should work perfectly. Oh, there's that bit. That should work perfectly. So everything's been MacGyvered, because most people use tin. Most people use tin for this stuff, and me, I'm a little bit different. Built different. Perfect. This is going to give a nice superior hold. The dryer is just going to vent out. There. I'm just going to put 4 screws all the way around it. I didn't want those screws. I just literally, I'm using my finger to hold it in place to give it that pressure so that it fits nicely. Thought that screw was right there, but it's completely disappeared. We need one more in this corner. There. Perfect. And then once this attaches to the wall, this is just going to go right in the end, like that. And so that's going to be sitting outside, inside kind of thing, right? And then I can always, from the top or side, throw a couple screws. I'll probably put them in a position where if anyone ever has to take this apart, they don't want to try to unscrew it from the top. That would suck. Alright, so this whole piece, I'll just end up installing it outside. I got the screws in my pants. Let's make sure I got the right bit. Let's do this. This. And then we need this guy, and you guys. Let's head on out. Bro, if you are working like that, you need a headlamp. Yeah, I agree. But the problem is, and even though I was using an LED light, my eyes do not like LEDs. And I found this out a long time ago when I was mudding and taping, doing a bunch of houses. I ended up getting almost like these stroke symptoms. Let me just open this door here quick. I gotta use my foot to close the door behind me. So I got these stroke-like symptoms last time I used the headlamp. Like I was getting these squiggly floaters in my eyes. And so I found out when I was using the headlamp to sand some of my work. Let's see if we can find this hole. So I was using the headlamp to sand some of my work. And when I got up, I was getting these like floaters in my eyes, like squiggly lines, pulsing energy like thing. And I felt really disorientated. And so when that happened, I was like, holy, what, am I going to have a heart attack? I don't know what's going on here. So then I ended up just going for lunch. I was like, I'm just going to go for lunch. And the symptoms went away. And then when I put the headlamp back on, they all came back. Like I started feeling like shit. I was like, oh my God, it's the LED lights. Then I found out while diving into LED lights, what are the harmful effects of LED lights? They can cause serious eye damage, like permanent damage to your retinas and everything else. They're not good for you. They stop you from getting REM sleep and a bunch of other things. Like I'll get into that more later, but right now we're gonna drill this hole. That's just a quick explanation as to why I don't use LED lights. Where is this fucking thing? Oh, there it is. Right here. Right here. I gotta go inside and hit it with a hammer because it's just gonna fall into that hole and I guess she's getting it out again. All right, so this is where we're at. Might not even screw it in the other way, but this way. Oh, wow. Really? It's just a touch too big. Really, a touch too small. Look at how rotted everything was, eh? I'm gonna get the Sawzall. That's about the best remedy for this. We won't need this no more. I'll be right back. Grab the Sawzall. So when I went to install this, when I checked it, I didn't account for the screws sticking out. That's what it was. It's just a little bit tighter than what it was before. This should fit good now. Oh. what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna notch the screws out. Nice tight fit, get it roughly straightish. Watch where I put my fucking hand. Dog shit everywhere. Looks pretty good. And that should work. Now the dryer can vent. The only thing I didn't take into consideration, I'll tell you guys right now, is look at the wet spots from where I was kneeling. Is that if the snow is past that, then it might plug up the dryer vent, but there's really no other place to put it. Just because realistically it should vent down and out. But because the frame of the trailer is somewhere here and there, that's why it has to come so low. Hot water tank's right here. And the only way to do it is also put it up top, but then it won't vent properly if you throw it up there. So either which way, you're kind of hooped. But you get the gist. That's what's going on. We did our temporary support there with those 2x6s going across. Nice dryer vent there. Boom. So at least for several months of the year you won't have an issue, but you might have to clear the snow around that in the wintertime. That's probably the only problem. Alright, let's get back inside and get this pipe set up and put in place. Just got to enter the code, the secret code to the layer. Let's set this thing up. I found the screws. Alright. Let's set this up back to for your viewing pleasure. There you can see the light. So we got the round all right there. I need a pair of snips. Let me grab some snips. All right. We got our snips. Just because I'm gonna have to. This guy. Almost like how we expected it to work. Oh my God, it looks perfect. Look at that perfection. It literally worked out exactly where I wanted it to work out. I'm almost impressed with myself. Almost. That's good. All right, let's get this round off. Around that pipe. I wonder what can I do to hold it in place. This drill. I guess I could literally. Look, it doesn't get any more perfect than this. Look at this. Look, I cut the hole. There's the pipe, and it's going out. So now I just want to get something to hold it up. Let me try. Let me try. Just 1 second here. Oh, it was kind of holding. Well, basically, it's going to come up like that. We're going to need to get a connector. And at least this way, if I have that in there, I can literally use the round awl. It'll stay center in the hole. I wonder if I could self-tap into this beam. I'm curious. Curious if I can run a self-tapper into the beam and I don't have to bring it all the way up to the metal. All the way up to the, not metal, but to the wood. Let's see if we can self-tap into the beam. That would be awesome. Let's use a self-tapper. You gotta not be able to lose the self-tapper either. That beam's pretty hard. It's old steel, so it doesn't want to go in. I'll try one more time. Let's see one more time. Yeah. It doesn't even make a dent. Alright, well, we tried. We tried. It doesn't even make a dent in that sense. don't like the fact that it twisted. Now it doesn't want to twist back. I'm going to put one screw into the PVC to stop it from turning. But that's pretty much where I need it. I wish this thing had a better magnet. Okay, that should stop it from turning. This thing is nice and secured. I'm just trying to get this thing super tight. really hard when the bits aren't very magnetic. Snips. It's time for snips. Alright, well. That's pretty good. There. There. That's there. That way, if you ever need to take it apart, you can. Gonna put some more roundel around this side, and it should be good. It should be good for a while. It ain't gonna fall, that's for sure. Okay, this is what we've got going on. I'm going to show you guys real quick here. So, it's kind of crazy because the toilet's right here. But this is actually going right beside the tank. So, we've got the roundel like that, holding that up. 2 screws into the pipe, coming straight up through here. And that should work out. Like, I mapped everything out pretty much perfectly. And basically, I'm pretty sure the dryer vent's going to be somewhere here is where the hookup's going to be. So, that's how we're going to be getting that lint out. It's going to just go boom and out instead of up and over through that shitty hole. Wow, is it crazy that that literally took an hour? Took an hour and we're not even done. We're still like messing around with it. Then I'm going to have to put the sheets back in. I'm going to have to put the sheets back in and then make sure I got this plumbing handled. Wouldn't that be nice, eh? Get that all done? Because it's been taking a long time and the customer comes and says, oh, we're still here. But like to try to get it through their mind that there's so much extra stuff we've done here. Look at what we've done. We've put in thicker insulation and put in these insulation stops, so now we have a good 1.5 inch cavity that can flow between the floor, right? We've done that on this side. We've cut out the walls underneath. We've reinforced all the basically everywhere there was an old joist. We put hangers. We reinforced all this. None of that was there. This is all new, right? Or I had to remove a joist because it was so shitty. All this is reinforced around where the toilet is. We're going to have to cut this out because the toilet's going to be right there. And yeah, there's a little bit of work here that's had to go. All these joists have been sanded down because of all the glue that was on top. Put in new backing strips. Have to square and level. That's why there's a line there. That's our sheeting diagram. That's what we got to follow in order to get the hot water tank back in here and hook up lines over there. New vents, new insulation in here. And all of this has to be done before you put the sheeting down. Because if not, then you're underneath the trailer. And I said I wasn't going underneath, but I will have to go underneath on this side because we had a little mishap. Someone had turned one of the taps on that allowed the sink to drain into this area, soaking all the insulation and dropping it down. We've created all these insulation stops right over here. These all have a place to go. There's one even for right there, right? And then we got to insulate, throw in backing. And once we do all that, oh yeah, and I have to cut all the water, the lines to, I have to cut the lines to basically, what do you call it? Have the water coming up and through. So that's the other thing. There's a lot of like pre-thinking that has to happen before all this stuff goes down. And then I still have to rebuild this entire wall all the way down. And the wall for this mechanical room has to go up. But that's all going to be done after the plywood's down. So that's where we're at right now, ladies and gentlemen. All right, well, I'm going to stop for a minute, give my brain a rest, gather my thoughts, and I'll start another video in a few here to maybe show me putting in the insulation stops or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Till next time, you guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye. Oh, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing, and most of all, thanks for just being a part of the Texas Mickey Jack fan club here. We finally hit 6,500 viewers and climbing. So this is good. We're making videos. Okay, I know it's not the best edited videos or anything like that. A lot of them are lives, some collabs, some personal videos, some of my thoughts. But I'm just doing what I can to make the world a better place. And if it's to get people to think in a certain direction, that's kind of where I'd like to go, to get them seeing outside of the box. And this is one of those boxes in this house that we want to get the hell outside of. But here we are. We're almost at the point where now all the plumbing is done, and all I got to do is sheet floors and build walls, which is so much easier than having to do everything before I sheet floors and build walls. So thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.